Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. And in today's episode, every single Thursday we put out news segments to our podcast. So Tuesday is the cool shit, the fun discussions and whatnot. But Thursday is where we really get down to the news. We go over the major news, we talk about it, we give our own opinions. But yeah, that's enough about what our thing is all about. But yeah, let me introduce ourselves if this is your first time here. I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my guy Aunn. Aunn, say what's up.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? How's it going?
All right, so over the weekend we got some pretty. Honestly, we got a ton of announcements, and that's because we had Anime Expo over the past weekend. And Anime Expo is basically where they drop a bunch of news, and it's honestly pretty exciting if you're an anime fan. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend because it's halfway across the United States. It's all the way in LA, and me and Owen are East Coasters, so it's pretty tough for us to visit. But there's always next year, 2024. It's going to be in LA again. But yeah, that's enough about Anime Expo. Let's get into every single announcement. All right, so starting off this exciting news, we got some big announcements from obviously, One Piece, Attack on Titan, and a bunch more. But let's start off with the first one. So this news is about Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. And I know we were talking about this one a little bit just because this is a new anime that's actually going to start coming out in the upcoming season. I think episode 1 might have dropped by now. But yeah, oh, do you remember this one?
Honestly, I don't. What was the cover image for this last time we saw
Yeah.
it? Or like, what did we talk about?
So it was like the zombie anime, but it was like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. Do you
I
remember?
remember
I was
that.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like surprisingly colorful, and we were like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Okay, so they're making a live action for this?
Yeah, so that's what it looks like,
God
man.
damn. Okay. So we're getting the anime itself and we're getting
Mhm.
the live action both in like, so when does this come out?
Yeah, so let's just quickly read the paragraph they gave us. So easily the most significant announcement for Zom 100 from Anime Expo 2023 is Crunchyroll's decision to stream the series anime on their platform. So we're getting the anime on, Crunchyroll, which is pretty cool. Um, then after that, the article says the series was originally set to debut solely on Hulu and Netflix in the United States. So much to the dismay of Crunchyroll subscribers everywhere, blah blah blah. So that's the whole stream wars, the streaming wars pretty much. But the next part is, I think, is the more exciting news, and that is, meanwhile, the streaming service Netflix also shared a new teaser video for the live-action film adaptation for of the series' original manga. The film will debut worldwide on Netflix on August 3rd, 2023. So yeah, it looks like it's going to come out on Netflix on August 3rd. So I honestly, it's not even that long from now, and it's a live-action film.
Yeah, so personally, I would watch the anime first to because I feel my thoughts on live actions in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this is cool for anyone who wants to wait for the live action and see that first instead of seeing the anime. I think this is kind of like the first time it's happening where it's like we're getting an anime adaptation while we're also getting a live action.
Right.
It should be about the same things, right? It's not like anything's different within these.
Yeah, so the article goes on later to say, based on the description for the film, it seems set to follow the series source material faithfully and will offer an interesting alternative to the anime adaptation. So it looks like they're both following the manga. So it might be exactly the same, except one is obviously live action and the other is the anime adaptation.
Yeah, so basically what I want to kind of touch on what we
Mhm.
were talking about in the Tuesday podcast. So we were talking about how there's so many anime out there that they're kind of converting regular shows into anime.
Right.
And I feel like they're basically doing the same thing over here where they're turning anime into regular shows, and it kind of gives two perspectives on the actual medium basically. So
Mhm.
some people will watch it on the anime side, which that's more of my thing. And then some people that don't watch anime are gonna give it a try on the live action side and actually might switch over to anime later on because I don't think the production's gonna hold up where they can make as many episodes for the live action as they can for the anime. So I think this is a good way to get non-anime fans into Zom 100.
Mhm.
And it's a smart play by them for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the series that could work. We talked about this a lot in some of the older episodes, so we're not going to go into too much detail. But when it comes to reality versus anime, we've seen zombies and the undead and whatnot work a lot in like live action adaptation. So this one could work. But yeah, do you want to hop into the next piece of news?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, so we're gonna get a lot of Netflix news, and that's just because Netflix actually had their own panel, which is pretty exciting. A ton of Netflix news, and that's sick. Like it's all anime, so you guys can kind of tell that anime is starting to make a huge like move and starting to make waves in the streaming community. Every normal day people are starting to watch anime, which is really cool. But yeah, here's another one. So this is for you guys that are fans of Delicious and Dungeon. We also cover this in the older pod on where we talked about like new anime getting released. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's quickly just read the paragraph. So while Studio Trigger's Delicious and Dungeon anime did premiere at Anime Expo 2023, the more significant announcement on the series is the upcoming debut on Netflix worldwide in January 2024. So this is coming out in the winter season of 2024. The article goes to say, unfortunately, fans don't have more definite release window or date for the highly anticipated series. However, Netflix did begin streaming a subtitled version of the series' previously released trailer. So yeah, it doesn't look like there was too much more information other than just like a trailer that they already announced. But yeah, the article says that we don't know the exact date, but it says January 2024, so we can pretty much expect it to happen in that month. So yeah.
So this is the one where they do the cooking in the dungeon.
Yeah, yeah.
This one was one of the ones I think I said I might have watched.
Mhm.
Was going to watch. I actually never watched Food Wars yet, but I have seen like little
So
clips.
good.
And bro, the food looks amazing.
Right?
It definitely makes you like mouth water and want the food. I don't know about this dungeon type food, but if they can do the same aspect and creating like weird funky food and making it look and kind of taste good in the anime,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a huge hit. But I
I
do also want to
mhm.
touch up upon the part where you're saying how Netflix is getting a lot of animes. So
Yeah.
I think so there's a lot of new manga that's turning into anime, right? Getting anime
Mhm.
adaptations. I think Netflix is on the forefront of acquiring these animes since they know that a lot of people like basically we knew, right, that Japan loved anime and
Mhm.
we have like data for the past probably 20 years that Japan loved anime and how much they love it and how it's been increasing and all that. And I think Netflix saw this and was like, "Yo, we want a piece of that pie, but we want it for the U.S." So
Right.
they've been doing everything in their power, as been seeing lately, acquiring any type of anime they can get their hands on. Obviously, like there's bigger anime that they just can't, and it's already on Crunchyroll and whatnot. But Netflix is definitely going into the anime world heavily, and this is a good pickup for them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've got so many different animes on there, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to classics. Like, they have Monster on there. They have some newer, but also not that new series. Like, they have Sword Art Online. Obviously, I think they have Attack on Titan in the first few seasons. But yeah, no, they're paying the big bucks to get some of these up and coming anime and some of these older classics. So definitely a huge step in the right direction for the anime community in general. But yeah, let's hop into the next one. So
Here
this
we
one
go.
is pretty cool. For me and Owen, we love the Pokemon franchise. We had an episode where we brought in a longtime member of our podcasting group, and we talked about Pokemon. We hung out and vibed, so definitely check that out. But yeah, this one's really cool because this isn't your typical Pokemon anime. This is a stop motion animated series, which is very unique. I don't think we've ever got anything like that. And yeah, so it's called Pokemon Concierge. But yeah,
What
we got some news. What's up?
what is a stop motion anime? What is that?
Um, it's I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I'm pretty sure that's where they have like I don't know if it has to be 3D or they're like sculpted things and then they move it frame by frame.
Oh, okay. So it's more geared towards like kids. That's what it's looking like, right?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They didn't really release a trailer. The article goes on to say that it's just kind of a behind the scenes video that they had. And by the way, all the links or all the videos and trailers and whatnot will all be in the links in our description. We're getting all from one source, so you'll literally be able to click on that link and see every single thing that we're talking about if you want. But yeah, it looks like it's just a behind the scenes.
So
Mhm.
my nephews actually just came like a bit ago from Texas, and this was
Mhm.
like they're like 7 and 8, right? So this
Yeah.
was the perfect time for me to implant a Pokemon into them. So, you know, we watched the Indigo League together. So straight from
Nice.
the beginning, literally first couple
Nice.
episodes. I sat down with them and we were watching every night, like couple episodes we would watch
Mhm.
of a Pokemon, and we got through majority, like we're still in the middle, but we got through majority of the Indigo Islands, the Indigo League, and I think I put them on the trajectory to be Pokemon masters. Let's just say that.
Nice.
But yeah, this
That's
looks
how you know you're a good uncle, man.
appreciate that, dog. But this looks like something they'd watch because they watch like so just looking at that picture, it
Mhm.
looks like she's gonna be like doing a little play with
I
the
think,
stuffed animals. That's what it looks
yeah.
like to me.
No, I think she's the voice actor.
Okay, so she's the voice actor, but it's kind of like
Yeah.
a real life play of these 3D Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I don't know
Yeah,
the technical terms, but I've watched a couple of stop motions like a long time back. I know there's a lot of cartoons that are stop motion, and from what I know, it's like legit. Like they have like a figure or a doll or like a clay toy or something like that, and then they like adjust it ever so slowly, and they make it look like it's moving and talking.
got you. Okay, yeah, that's definitely geared towards kids for sure.
Mhm.
I would probably never watch it because I need some
Yeah.
type of motion or movement when I'm watching. I
Well,
don't
they do it frame by frame, so it looks like they're actually moving.
got you.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like they move it ever so slightly. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna
Hmm.
put my little nephews onto this for sure.
Sick.
This looks like something. This is part of the
Hmm.
Pokemon journey, and hell yeah. I mean, new
Yeah.
Pokemon content. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's coming out in December this year, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next announcement. So again, Netflix is back at it again. They're adapting this one mangaka's popular work, and that's Pluto. So this is probably one of the most exciting pieces of news regarding Netflix and Anime Expo. But yeah, this series is set to debut on Thursday, October 26, 2023. So we got the release date. It's coming out honestly not too long from now. They also revealed like a full cast, the staff, and all that stuff. They showed a video and an official teaser as well. So some good stuff if you guys are fans of this particular mangaka. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's done some really popular hits.
Yeah, I mean, I've never watched or read Pluto. If
Mhm.
Do they have an anime adaptation like a series? Like, is this the first thing or is
This
this
is it. Yeah, this would be it.
okay? So, I mean, I want to give it a try. This is so much. There's so much to watch, bro. It's like
Yeah,
before I used to actively go and try looking out for things to watch,
right.
but now it's just like there's so much. I can't keep
Mhm.
up with it, and if I get time to watch Pluto, I will. Um, but I mean, for anyone that wants to start a new anime on Netflix, Pluto might be the wave. So catch it before it's the new One Piece.
Yeah, so just kind of so kind of just going back on what I was saying. This is done by Naoki Urasawa. He's the guy that made Monster, so he's the original creator for that. So definitely a huge hit. It's obviously an older anime, so a lot of us won't know it if we're a bit younger. But yeah, it's made by a legend, so you can kind of expect good things from it. All
Yeah, I
right.
mean, yeah. Last thing I want to say is if the
Mhm.
dude made an anime before most of us were born, I think man's got the most experience for the job. So hopefully it's good. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so the next one is a little bit triggering for Own, but basically it's a One Piece announcement. Just a little bit backstory before we get into this announcement. One Piece typically doesn't go too much into like major announcement because they're so big that they have their own events where they announce things. Like I think it's legit called One Piece Expo or One Piece Day, and they go into more details on projects, movies, and all that stuff on that particular day. So this is more of a Netflix announcement than it is like a One Piece particular announcement. So that's obviously with the One Piece live action coming out on Netflix. That's what this pretty much this announcement is regarding. So yeah, there's just a lot of going on with it. But yeah, before we get into it, Owen, I want to hear your opinion one last time for everyone that wants to hear your opinion as the biggest One Piece One Piece lover.
I can't even blame you right there, bro. I will be that dude. I'm just joking. But yo, to be honest, I don't want to trash on the live action. I know they put a lot of effort into it. It's
Mhm,
getting green lighted by Oda, so I think we should be good to go. Based off the actual trailer, it was okay. Some parts were bad. I don't want to say bad, but some parts I didn't like, some parts I did like. Character selection, as an actor selection, I think they did a good job. Everyone looks pretty normal. Everyone looks
mhm.
pretty like to the character.
Yeah.
But I know you can't really replicate the voice, but the voices are so bad, bro. I tried again. Like I tried again. Like I tried getting through it. Bro, it's so bad. Like how
Mhm,
but I obviously I realize it's not the same characters, but you know, we're just gonna have to get used to that. And I just want to see how they will like how they're going to recreate everything in One Piece. So we did see the Sea King, you know, he actually looked pretty cool. And that's probably one of the harder things that they actually have to
yeah,
replicate
it
within
was.
yeah, within the first couple episodes. I think that's one of the hardest things that they have to replicate. Maybe Alvida's face, but other than that, um I think I think they're gonna do a good job if they did that good with the Sea King.
Mhm,
We're just gonna have to wait and see. And you know, I'm keeping a good good like head on my shoulders for this one,
mhm.
since I know I can be very critical of my favorite anime ever, but I know it's just gonna be we have to give it a try. And then once it comes out, for sure I'm going to react to this. I have got to react to this for sure. If I hate it, I will roast the shit out of it. But if I don't, then good things are coming. But yeah,
All right. No, that's fair. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of bad things, but at this point, we just gotta wait. But
one
yeah,
thing,
let's.
just
Yeah,
one
yeah. Go ahead.
last thing before
Mhm,
we go. Just want to say this is Oda's last push before the One Piece ends. So
mhm.
it's it's even if it's not geared towards us per se, like the more anime watchers, the more anime or manga heavy readers, it's going to be geared towards reeling people in to watch the anime or reading the manga, because we're getting very near the ending in One Piece. So this is literally the last push to get regulars in, you know, to get
Yeah.
non-anime watchers in.
True.
So it can be very geared towards them, which means it's going to be very geared towards the animation and the CGI more than it's going to be geared towards the actual story, you can say. I mean, the story's cemented. I feel like this story you really can't veer off of. But because it's the last push, I think they're gonna do a really good job. But you know, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get into some of the announcements. So let's start off the Netflix side of things. So I don't know how this makes sense, like how Netflix is confirming it, but apparently the Japanese dub actors, so the ones that do the subtitles for us in the United States, the ones that have the Japanese voice acting, they're retaining the roles in the TV anime adaptation. So I mean that's pretty much expected. Nothing crazy there. The next thing that Netflix announced was they kind of just said that the voice actors of Luffy in the live action film, the live action series, and also the voice actor for Sanji, they're gonna do their roles in Japanese in Spanish. So I guess they're gonna do another way, or like another, maybe it's a voiceover. I don't know if you've ever seen those voiceovers that they do in on Netflix, where it's like a Spanish series and then they just have like English talking on the side. I don't know if you've ever seen that. The
Yeah,
modes don't match up, but
I
maybe like you
I've
know what I'm
actually
talking
seen
about?
it. Yeah, I've actually seen it in a very popular show called Money Heist. Money Heist
Yeah,
was
right.
originally in Spanish completely, and when they adapted it to English, I didn't mind. I didn't mind at all actually.
Mhm.
I was like, this is a show that I'm not watching in Spanish. Like, you
Yeah,
got me fucked up if you think I'm watching that shit in Spanish. But yeah, I
yeah.
watched it in English. It was pretty normal. Honestly, I know this is probably not gonna happen, but if they're doing English, they should just get the original English actors to just do the
Well, no,
live
they
action.
are. No, they are. They are. They're just also adapting it in Spanish as well. So
Okay,
kind
got you.
of kind of to get more of an audience, like you mentioned before. Maybe it's just another additional way for them to kind of push One Piece to non-anime watchers.
Yeah, I think if they're using the same English actors for their voice acting, I think that's
Hmm.
perfectly fine. I think
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
better. If anything, I think that's better. If anything, if we could get the Japanese voice actors doing the Japanese, that would be sick.
Nah, I might as well watch it in Japanese. You feel me?
Yeah, like if they did that, I would watch it in Japanese, even though
For sure.
it's a live if it's a live action. But yeah, I mean, thank God they're choosing those
Yeah,
voice actors because it's gonna sound a lot more appealing to us for sure.
yeah. All right, so I guess the next thing that Netflix kind of did, which was pretty cool, they had the actor that played Luffy. He was vibing with the voice actress that does the Japanese voice or the Japanese dub for One Piece. So they kind of just vibed, they chilled. They did a little bit of Luffy's moves and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen the video. That was cool. Other than that, Crunchyroll announced that, they got the streaming rights for One Piece English dub in select countries. So if you're a dub watcher, you're chilling because most likely the country that you live in is now going to get dub episodes as well as the new upcoming ones as well. So all 976 episodes that are dubbed as well as the new ones from now on. And then the last announcement for One Piece was obviously they're going to have a One Piece day. And on that One Piece day, they're going to stream in English for the first time ever. So that's honestly really cool. So a lot of us that don't understand Japanese, we can kind of, stay tuned. If you're a big One Piece watcher or you love One Piece, you can kind of watch this on a live stream. So that would be cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for One Piece.
Yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right. So the next one is honestly, I feel like this was one of the most hyped up ones, and everyone kind of saw it coming. So High Dive, which is another, they're like another streaming service. They're very similar to Crunchyroll. I guess they have a little bit less of a platform than Crunchyroll does, a lot smaller, but they are starting to get some big titles, and one of them is Oshinoko. So they announced that Oshinoko season 2 is going to be coming on High Dive, and that is it's officially announced, which is huge news. Me and you have been talking about Oshinoko ever since we first saw it, ever since it broke a record on my anime list being the most popular anime at one point. And yeah, their manga sales are just insane. And we talk about it legit on every other pod. It's kind of crazy. So season 2 is coming for that.
Yeah, I mean, this was one of the biggest openers ever
Mhm.
in anime history when it came to the first episode. Season 1 did really well. I mean, season 2 is about to crush it. What you think though?
Yeah, no, I mean, if anyone's expecting this series not to do well, you're probably wrong because this series is just insane. I haven't even watched it, but the amount of times I've heard it is just absolutely insane. I saw the first episode and I really liked it, and I think I'm gonna end up finishing it very soon. I just need to get a High Dive subscription, bro. You feel me? But yeah, other than that, High Dive also announced a couple of new seasons for some other anime. So it looks like The Dreaming Boys Realist is one of them, and then also Spy Classroom is getting a second season, and then there's The Dangers in My Heart, which was a really popular anime that came out this season as well. So that's what 3 or 4 anime that are getting second or third season. So it's a good time to be alive, man. Especially if you're first of all a High Dive subscriber, unless you're on your One Piece grind. You feel me? But yeah, good time to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, technically, right? This is hypothetically though. This is not like real life. You can just become a pirate and you can just, be watching. You could be watching shit. That's all I'm saying. You know how for One Piece it's about freedom. I
Hmm.
think in real life pirating is also about freedom.
Bruh.
So so you can get that High Dive subscription, or you could become the king of the pirates. It's all up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so the next one is about the Ancient Magus Bride. We talked about this earlier in the year. This is a second season that came out this year, but they only did one core. So it looks like the second core is going to be coming out Thursday, October 5th of 2023. So we really don't have to wait too long. I know me and you don't watch this, but it's just nice to know that this is getting another core. I know this anime actually has a lot of supporters and a lot of people that really like it. So yeah, they unveiled a new key visual. They had a trailer, and yeah, it's just some good stuff overall for the Ancient Magus Bride. All right, so
I haven't watched this yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
um, based off that
I
poster,
don't think you would like it, man.
what what's it?
Just knowing your style.
What's like the general idea behind this,
All
or
right.
like
So you probably don't remember, but when we cover this, you're like, hell no, I'm not watching this. But yeah, long story short, it's about this it's like a mage. I don't know if you can see this guy, skeleton guy right here. He looks like he has like a deer skeleton type.
a bull? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So he kind of just pulled up out of nowhere on this girl over here. I think she was like a slave or she was bought or something like that. And he's like, all right, I'm marrying you. You're gonna be my bride. And yeah, it just kind of went on from there.
Damn, GG's to her, eh?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked, to be honest. But yeah, it's probably something I won't watch, but
Yeah.
because of Black Clover, and Mashal. I've been watching another magic anime, but yeah,
Yo,
Mashal is mad good.
that's good,
But
right?
yeah, mad good, mad funny. I just love the like. I watched that for its comedic effect. Like that's the one anime I watch
Hmm.
for its comedic effect. Smashel, and Black Clover is just the best magic thing ever. Like yo, you know what I was thinking today?
Yeah.
So I was watching this TikTok and it was like, which anime character would have Kongataki besides the anime characters in One Piece?
Hmm.
And the first person that came to mind was Yami. I don't know why.
Damn.
Yami is just that
Okay.
dude. Like I was like, yo, yeah, Yami's just that dude.
He different, bro. Yeah, bro.
When
Yami's one of the coolest characters. I'm gonna lie.
he is my favorite. He okay. If I couldn't pick Asta, he's my favorite character in Black Clover.
Fair. All right, yo, you ready for this one, man?
Yep.
I think this next one has probably one of the biggest hypes behind it, one of the biggest supporters, and honestly, a lot of people just watched it for this one piece of news. But yeah, let's get into it. And that is on Attack on Titan. So we already knew that the final part, the end of Attack on Titan, is coming this year in, I think it said fall of 2023. So it might be October, November, December. We don't really know. But we do know that they officially dropped a trailer, and we posted that on our Instagram, one of the first ones to post that real quick. But yeah, we covered that. Obviously, there's a lot of hype going into it because this is the end of Attack on Titan. They also released the full title, and that title is Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapter, special two, aka Attack on Titan, final season, part three, part two, part four, part five. The last not play, but you know what I mean. But we're finally here, man.
Bro, they've been milking the shit out of this because I was about to say, yo, is this the real actual last part, or are they just bullshitting with the part one of the final part? Like, bro, this shit has been going on for so long. Like,
Mhm,
um, Attack on Titan doesn't really milk shit when it comes like in the previous seasons. They don't
mhm.
they haven't really milked anything. But this final season, they have been milking the shit out of this. Like that 1 hour special, okay, it was okay, right?
Yeah.
But truly, did anything significant like was it that significant? Not really.
No, I
To
get what
be
you're saying. Yeah.
to be honest, they were like,
Mhm,
yo, this is what they did. They were like, yo, we're gonna come out with the actual season in a year, but here's some
mhm.
bullshit so you guys are happy. Like that's what they did. Like
Well, they gave us content, but I feel like they're in a tough situation because they know if they rush it or they do it wrong, their whole studio's reputation could honestly go down the drain.
oh, facts, facts, facts. It's like they don't want it to be another Game of Thrones situation where it's like it's so hyped
Yeah.
that if they don't end it in a good way,
Mhm.
people are gonna be mad. But technically, it's been ended, right? In the manga. So
Yeah, the
what do they
manga's
wait?
done, but apparently they want to do like a anime adaptation that's like a not an alternate universe, but it's very different from the manga. We still
Okay.
don't know, like nobody really knows. But what I can tell you is this is the end for sure. The voice actor that does Eren, the Japanese one, he said officially he's done with the voice acting, which is good news because fall is coming out pretty soon, and that just means the series is basically over. It looks like they're probably just going to put some finishing touches and whatnot. But yeah, looks like we're almost there.
Yeah, bro, this is kind of sad. This is actually
It
kind of
is
sad
sad.
right now, bro. Like I always thought about the ending of One Piece. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how is that gonna feel when there's no like the next Saturday we're not gonna have a new episode to watch? Because I am a religious on Saturday night or Sunday morning watch One Piece. Like it's
Yeah.
for sure. It's like it's blocked out in my schedule, bro. So seeing that Attack on Titan is about to go, and this is one of the better animes,
Hmm.
we're seeing the old gen kind of, say goodbye right now. And I think
Yeah.
this is the first one. This is the first actually this is the first one in a really long time. I think Naruto was that one,
Hmm.
but in a very long time we haven't said goodbye to an anime series like this, and this is gonna go down as one of the best top two in my opinion. Top two for sure. Like
Yeah, for sure.
there's no debating. Like
This
it's
is
just
this is going to be a classic. Like everyone will look back on it on, we're going to approach 10 years, I think, very soon for Attack on Titan. If not, we've already passed 10 years. But at one point, man, we're going to be 30 years out and we're still going to be saying this shit is so fire, man. Like it's crazy.
give it a couple years. I'm putting my little nephews onto this. I'm making them watch this shit. I don't care. Like it does not matter. They will watch this shit. I will come. I will come for them, bro. Attack on Titan will come for them. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of happy that we're getting the last final season. We're getting the
Yeah.
last bit of content. Um, it's like I'm not even gonna say it's not gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype. There's never been an incident in Attack on Titan where shit hasn't been hype. Like even though that one hour long episode, it was kind of a setup for the fight.
Hmm.
Shit was still hype as fuck.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, Crunchyroll literally, I want to say it broke, but it delayed its dropping of the episode for so long because everyone was trying to watch it. It was crazy.
yeah, like even though it's like okay, so the 1 hour episode, like the 1 hour episode had significant parts. Like Hanji, bro, that shit was sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Hmm.
obviously a heartfelt moment, she went down, but the way she went down, they couldn't have done it better. Like she went down in
Yeah.
such a glorious way. Attack on Titan is definitely gonna be cemented as in the Hall of Fame of anime. I think it already has cemented itself in the Hall of Fame of anime without even finishing. But
Hmm.
now this coming to its conclusion, um, definitely very sad, but it will be one of the legends.
For sure. All right, yo, let's get into the next one. So, for those of you guys that are Fate Stay or Fate Strange or whatever you want to call it, the Fate series, basically, if you're fans of that, we got some news for you. Let me just quickly read the summary. The Fate Strange fake novels were announced at Anime Expo 2023 as being set to receive a TV anime series adaptation via the release of a key visual for the series. It looks like there's a small little video or preview. I'm not really sure. I haven't watched it yet. But oh, it says right here. The announcement also came with a short teaser video seemingly focusing on characters whom fans can likely expect as part of the upcoming series. This is a huge series and I try keeping up with it, but I just get confused because there's so many different timelines and there's so many different characters. But I've also heard a lot of good things. So for those of you guys that are Fate fans, you're gonna like this one. Great news for you guys.
Yeah, so I kind of had the same experience with the series. So I
Mhm.
never actually watched any of the series yet. And I did when I was at a point where I didn't have any anime to watch. I really tried watching it, but then there was like 10 different fates, and I'm like, yo,
Yo,
which
facts. Did you also Google which fate should I watch first? And
yeah,
each
yeah.
each website had different
I
one.
was like, yo, how do I watch this? It's
Right?
like because I saw the YouTube video, right? And
Mhm.
bro, the animations of the fighting scene
Fire, bro.
looked immaculate, like looked like Demon Slayer level. And I was like, yo, this is something I'm gonna watch for sure. Right. And you know what's actually funny?
Mhm.
Um that that weekend I was in Boston, I was actually like planning on watching this shit, right? I was like,
Oh,
yo,
for real?
this I swear to God, I swear to God. I was thinking about this. I think I asked one of our friends about it. Um I tried watching it, but there's so many. I think I have that problem with this, and I had that problem with JoJo's when it came to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there were so many different JoJo timelines, and I'm like, yo, which one's first, which one's
yeah.
second, and it was
So
like
JoJo's is at least it's linear. This is as far as I know is not linear, so it makes it way more confusing.
him, yeah. For JoJo's once I found out that show was on Netflix, I was like, let
Mhm.
me just watch it on Netflix because this is
Yeah,
gonna be a lot easier.
right,
But
right.
as a Pirate King, I wasn't really watching it on Netflix to begin with,
Yeah,
even though I have Netflix. I have Netflix, but even if the anime is on Netflix, I will not watch it on Netflix. hypothetically
Ah,
though. But
all
yeah,
right,
it's
let's
it's
get
it's
it.
kind of
Let's get
weird.
into the next one. I played.
No, it is definitely kind of weird with the timeline. I
Yeah, for
do want
sure.
to get into it, but if someone could actually like make this a lot easier to understand, that'd be a lot appreciated. Like this
Yeah,
is
for real.
very weird when it comes to
Honestly, I'm gonna have to hit some of the members on our Discord because they be on this. They know what's going on. So
yeah.
yeah, we'll do that. All right,
Definitely
so
need to
let's
know the timeline for that. But yeah.
for sure. All right, so let's get into the next one. So this next one is also another Netflix series, and that's Record of Ragnarok. So season two was already announced. We already got a date, and that's Wednesday, July 12th of 2023. But the announcement was pretty cool because they kind of unveiled a new trailer for the season. I guess it's the second and final part of season two. So it looks like it's going to be the very end. It's going to be 5 episodes focusing on the battle between Buddha and Zirafuku. So I don't watch the series, but from what I know, there's a bunch of like historical figures and even religious figures that like end up fighting each other. So it seems pretty cool, but I just never had the chance to watch it. Animation looks dope for sure, and it's on Netflix, so it's pretty easily accessible. But yeah, the very least, it's coming out very soon.
Yeah, I mean, this guy reminds me of like the seven deadly sins. You
Dude,
know
you know
this.
who he reminds me of? You're gonna like this. He looks like Anel from One Piece.
Oh, facts, yo,
Even
facts.
look at his ears,
With
bro.
his ears, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You know who I was gonna compare him to?
Who?
You know the guy in Seven Deadly Sins, Meliodas' like best friend, the
Oh,
jacked guy.
Ban? Ban?
Yeah. Him. I don't know
A
why
little bit.
he kind of reminded me of him. But yeah,
Those
I could
sunglasses are wavy though. I ain't gonna lie.
I can definitely see the Anel, bro, with those ears. That's actually
Yeah.
funny as hell. But yeah, hopefully this goes good. I have not watched it yet. This is season two, and yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it yet, so I can't really say anything about it. But have you watched it or anything?
So I haven't watched it yet, but it's been one of those that have been on my list that I've just never got around to yet. But I definitely will watch it because honestly, it seems like it's just straight up brawls and fights. And when I'm in the mood to watch some fighting, I'll definitely give this one a shot. But yeah, let's hop into the next piece of news. All right, so this next news is pretty cool. We got some Undead Unluck right here. So this is another really popular manga that's getting the anime adaptation. We already got news that this is supposed to be coming. I think it was either October 2023 or January of 2024. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, it says right here, October 2023. So this is coming out next anime season, not this one right now, but in the fall season. But yeah, we got some more news regarding Undead Unluck. We got some trailers, which is pretty cool. We also got some what might be some bad news to some of you non-pirates out there. This is only coming to Hulu and it might be Disney Plus in select countries. But yeah, so it looks like those are the two biggest things. First of all, a new trailer, and the second thing that this is coming to Disney Plus slash Hulu.
Yeah, this streaming war shit is getting
Yeah,
like
it
they're the
sucks.
Navy, bro. They're the Navy out here, bro. Straight up, this is getting mad annoying. Like this is the great pirate era, bro. If you want my treasure, it's out there, bro. You just gotta find it. You feel me?
I'm dead, man.
Like this shit is actually getting annoying. I haven't watched this anime or read the manga at all, but this
Yeah.
looks sick. This looks like one of the. This looks like I always tell people, if you
Mhm.
want to watch a sword fighting anime, watch Bleach. Like that's the essence of sword fighting anime. I
Mhm.
see one sword in here. Hopefully, is this like a sword anime?
No, I don't think so. It's I don't know, man. I haven't read it, but apparently I read the synopsis a while back, so I might be wrong on my information. But it's like two people that are like trying to meet up, like they're trying to both die, but one of them is like immortal. And yeah, I don't know. It's a cool dynamic, but I'll have to reread that and get back to you. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like a sword fighting anime. It looks like she's actually trying to off herself, you know what I mean? But based off of my synopsis, but I could be wrong.
That's actually hilarious. Damn, that kind of changed my perspective on this. To be
Yeah,
to be honest, I really thought it was
that,
gonna be
that shit
like
went dark real quick, right?
I really thought it was gonna be like a cool ass sword anime. This is the first season or what?
Yeah, so this is the first ever. So the manga has been popping off on the weekly Shonen Jump for some time now. And yeah. Let me read the synopsis. I just found it. Do you want to read it to
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Go ahead.
All right. After reading the conclusion of her favorite manga series, Fuku Izumi finally feels ready to end her existence. For the past 10 years, Fuku has been afflicted by a condition that brings extreme misfortune to anyone who touches her. This has had a drastic effect on her surroundings, even inadvertently resulting in the death of those around her, including her parents. Damn, that shit dark as hell. As she stands on a bridge above train tracks, Fuku is touched by a strange man, causing the footing underneath him to break and dropping him in front of an oncoming train. However, when Fuku finds the man's corpse, she discovers that his body is regenerating and that he's coming back to life. The man, whom Fuku names Andy, is immoral, and like her, he also wishes for death. Initially dismissive, Fuku eventually decides to team up with Andy to give him the best death possible, but a mysterious organization lurks in the shadows, hoping to take advantage of the duo's bizarre abilities. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds extremely different than I really thought it was. That's a whole ass plot they gave us, low key.
Yeah.
They
I ain't
really
gonna
just
lie, I kind of like it though. The dynamic is it seems pretty interesting.
no, it definitely does. The fact that this dude actually
Mhm.
gets hit by the train, and it's I feel like it's a good setup to a nice anime.
Yeah.
Something I'd probably watch. It's on Netflix, or
No,
I
it's
mean
coming.
that doesn't really matter to me, but
This dude. It's coming to Hulu / Disney Plus 2023 of October.
oh yeah, yo, that's again, bro. I'm gonna reiterate this. This shit is fucked, bro. You gotta buy Disney.
Dude,
You gotta buy
I
Hulu.
promise you, man, I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Disney Plus, I have Paramount Plus, I have Peacock, and I have Crunchyroll. Bro, I'm struggling. I have HBO, and it's called Max
HBO,
now. I have
HBO
Max,
Max.
Max. It's called Max now.
Oh, it's only Max.
Yeah,
Okay,
I guess they combined with like Discovery or something like that. But yeah, man, I don't have High Dive, so I haven't been able to watch Oshinoko. Man, it sucks, bro.
bro. That's like a whole $100 on subscriptions per
That's
month
crazy, bro. I'm
to
telling you,
watch
man.
this. That's actually pretty wild. Like,
Hmm.
yo, I think we know what the One Piece is now. Straight up, bro. Because that's OD. Every okay, so a hundred bucks a month. That's
Hmm.
1,200 a year on just to watch anime, bro. That's actually crazy.
Right?
These these companies are milking it, you know.
Hmm.
Like honestly, there needs to be one like Crunchyroll just needs to have everything. Like that's
It does. It does.
like you know
But
how
we're pretty lucky because they started getting the rights to a bunch of anime that they never had before, which is super useful. I know we talked about it earlier. I forget which one it was. I have to go back up and scroll. Which one was it? Oh, it was Zom, right? Zom
yeah, yeah,
100.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Crunchyroll's decision to stream the series anime. Yeah, so a lot of people got hyped over that because like if it was on a different platform, man, that would just suck. But yeah.
Honestly, everything should just be on Crunchyroll. Like this is just getting corny now. I know Netflix wants some money, but this shit is just getting corny. Like us anime people, we just need one place to keep. I mean, I have one place where I get all my stuff, but like people need one place where they get everything.
Yeah.
Straight
It's
up.
it's it's tough out here, man.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
yeah, let's get into the next one. I feel bad for
It's
for
all good, man.
everybody. For everybody.
So this next one is honestly really interesting. I want to hear your thoughts on it, but let me just quickly read it and give some backstory. So first of all, we're getting a Suicide Squad isekai. So some while back, we got some kind of a hint that Wit Studio, which is an animation studio, and DC Comics are supposedly collabing. And it turns out their collaboration is going to be suicide in the form of an isekai anime. Just to kind of recap, Isekai is like a Born in Another World series, and obviously anime is anime. So let's just quickly read the summary that the article gives. In one of the more unexpected announcements from Anime Expo 2023, Warner Bros. Japan and Wit Studio announced an original anime series titled Suicide Squad Isekai. The series is set to focus on famous DC comic characters such as Harley Quinn and Joker, and promises that the most maddening worlds will collide in an epic and violent fantasy. It was also clarified by Wit Studios' George Wada that if successful, other DC projects will come in the future. So that's actually straight up fire because I don't know if you've seen the trailer or some of the character visuals, but Joker looks scary as shit. Like he has a fake smile, and you can see a smile within his like painted face. Harley Quinn is like a fan favorite, a lot of people, and this is a cool collab, man. This is pretty hype, man. Let me hear. What are your thoughts on, bro? Because this shit, I'm gonna lie, this shit kind of sick.
No, this is straight gas, bro. And for all the DC fans out there that love DC and only DC and hate anime, chef. Yeah, we got some anime now. We got some DC anime. How you like us now, bro? Like y'all can't, bro. There's like I want to talk shit, bro. You know, like I'm in the mood to talk some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yo, DC fans, and this is not only DC fans. This is general people that watch shows and not
Uh-huh.
anime. And some people just don't like anime because it's anime and because of the stigma around anime. And that's one of our goals, actually. That's one of our goals for Anime Plus is to break that stigma of anime being weird or anime being for only weebs and whatnot. And I do want to kind of break that term of being a weeb because if I'm a weeb, Michael B. Jordan's a weeb, and if Michael B. Jordan's a weeb, I'm down to be a weeb. Like you know what I mean? Straight
Yeah.
up. So, yeah, this is first of all pretty interesting. I
Hmm.
feel like, bro, they're about to just have the whole DC universe inside anime now. After this shit,
Yeah.
we're about to get Infinity War or whatever. Like we're about to get some huge war
That would be
in
sick, man.
anime. That it would be sick. Honestly, the fact of the matter is, right, that you can do more with animations and drawing than you can do in real life with CGI.
Yeah,
So
for
it's like
sure.
so it's like it's already sick. We already know these guys can do it with the CGI and do it in real life per se.
Hmm.
But I know it's gonna be crazy when it comes to anime, and I want to see the twist that they put on, like
Right.
how they're going to like, because anime, right? And for what I've seen, that's one of the bigger differences in anime versus regular shows. It's
Hmm.
the way that anime is like sequenced. So anime, not sequenced, but like the way it's like portrayed, you could say, like two people fighting, they talk to each other during the fight in anime, but they don't really do that shit in like actual shows. They just brawl
Hmm.
out, and it's like in anime they're going, "Yo, he knows my attack power. He knows this," and
Yeah.
like it's like a whole like a little mental warfare. Oh, he caught on to me, or
Hmm.
like that whole aspect. They don't really do that shit in regular shows, but if they did that in this new Suicide Squad, it'd be sick. I want to see how they implement like anime into it. Just the way how anime was kind of implemented in Creed, it's gonna be like
Hmm.
the reverse where we're basically seeing Creed in anime. So it's just
Yeah,
gonna be
for sure.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
huge.
yeah.
Huh?
Just two things I want to quickly touch upon that. Regarding the Suicide Squad Isekai anime. First of all, in the article, these quotations for collided in epic and violent fantasy. So it sounds like it might be a darker type of anime, which would straight up be fire. I mean, I'm down for that. I would definitely love that. And the second thing that I kind of pointed out earlier was it says DC projects will come in the future if this is successful. So that's pretty hype, man. So if this does well, we're probably gonna get a lot more, and it's just cool, man. But yeah, let's get into the last and final piece of news. Are you ready for this one?
Yep.
Well, actually, I think we got a couple more, but whatever. So here's some Crunchyroll news. So Crunchyroll had their own panel as well. The one that I'm most excited for is Solo Leveling. This is a webtoon that is getting an anime adaptation. I think it got delayed. I think it was originally announced for some time in 2023, but now it's going to be coming out in I I guess it's January of 2024. But nonetheless, we got another trailer for that. Hella hype, man. I don't really read webtoons, but this is the first one that I've read and finished, and I honestly absolutely loved it. It's really good overall, and the trailer looked really hype. So I know I'm being a little bit biased for this one, but I'm pretty hyped for it.
I mean, I haven't watched or read any webtoons,
Hmm.
and I know you just got into a bit of it, or you haven't read too many either.
Yeah.
But this is one that I keep seeing, and I know that you've read it,
Hmm.
and this is one that I see all over. Solo leveling. Do you want to just give a little brief like synopsis
Yeah.
of it?
So it's kind of hard to put into other words of like what it is like, but it's kind of similar to Sword Art Online. Like it has aspects of that, a little bit aspects of like One Punch Man, but not really. But yeah, so long story short, there's these hunters, and these hunters are basically given ranks, and these ranks can't be changed. So like whatever rank you get when you awaken, it's called awaken, like when you get powers, is what rank you are. So the guy, he literally had the nickname the weakest hero ever, and some shit happened. I don't want to spoil it, and somehow he's able to get stronger and improve, which other hunters aren't able to do that. And yeah, without spoiling too much, it's kind of like a journey from how he becomes like the weakest one, like the weakest hunter, to obviously he's going to become the strongest one, hence the title solo leveling. And he's a badass, he does this shit by himself, so very entertaining. Even though like he has points where it seems like he's going to start to get OP, he's there's like bigger bosses and whatnot. So yeah, definitely very interesting. And it was a fun read, it was definitely great. But yeah, I don't want to go too much into detail because I don't want to spoil it.
No, this is something I probably watch. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
have given me nothing but absolute pristine
You're
recommendations. So I mean, there's nothing I can complain. Like honestly, all the recommendations you've given me are
mm-hmm.
in my top 15
Yeah, I
always. They're
appreciate that,
always
dog.
like Blue Lock, Doctor
Yes,
Stone,
sir.
like always. Like you always give me good shit to watch. So and boys, I'm telling you, I'm probably the most average anime watcher out here. So if you guys are like just like me, Aray has the best recommendations. So if he's saying
Yeah,
that this
bro,
shit's
stop
lit,
gassing me,
this
man.
shit is definitely lit. Yo, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
All right. So with that being said, let's go into some of the last updates that we're getting from Crunchyroll before we end off this episode. So we were getting some, I guess Crunchyroll has licensed some new anime and to their platform. So for those of you guys that are paying, this is good for you guys. So we're getting the Apothecary Diaries that's coming soon in 2023. Looks like it's worldwide excluding Asia, so that's tough if you live in Asia. The next one is the Fairway Paladin, the Lord of Rust Mountain. So it looks like that's going to be October 2023 is going to be worldwide, excluding Asia again. Indian subcontinent for non-exclusive streaming rights only. Damn, bro, that's tough. Next up, we've got Goblin Slayer Season 2. So this is a title that's not out yet, so that's why it's probably going to be coming soon to 2023. Looks like it's going to be the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, South Africa, Netherlands, Scandinavia, Latin
Wait,
America, and yeah,
did I just hear Goblin Slayer?
yes, sir.
The fuck? Demon Slayer? Yeah, they just changed the name to
Oh,
Goblin.
dude, I don't know if you've never heard of Goblin Slayer before, bro, but that shit is all right. Let me tell you something right now. For all of those of you guys that want to just be disgusted, or you guys want to see some raunchy, out of pocket, nasty, violating, like eye gouging shit, watch the first episode of Goblin Slayer, and I promise you, you will never forget this one scene. So just watch it, the first episode of season one. Um,
I'm like, yo, what the? They just literally even copied the name.
no,
Just put Goblin in it.
it's not the same, bro. But I promise you, man, just watch just watch the first episode if you want to be scarred for life.
Oh, hell no, bro. That's funny as hell, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
wait,
get back into
yeah.
it.
So next up, we've got the the Kingdoms of Ruin, October 2023, worldwide excluding Asia. Yo, they just be violating Asia, huh? I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. April 2024, worldwide excluding Asia. To be Hero X, TBA, worldwide excluding Asia. Bottom tier character Tomozaki second stage, January 2024, worldwide excluding Asia. Exclusive Bhutan and India, non-exclusive in Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, exclusive for Russia, non-exclusive for other languages. And then lastly, Black Butler, which is going to be coming out in 2024, worldwide excluding Japan. This is a really popular anime that's going to get a new anime adaptation. I don't know if it's going to be like a remake or like a new season, but yeah, Black Butler is getting a new project in 2024. So yeah, that's it for all the news. It's went crazy right there, but a lot of good shit for Anime Expo for sure, right?
No, that was a lot to unpack right there, for sure.
Yeah.
My main thing is for all the people that need a new anime to watch, definitely watch the Fate. Not Fate. Fate 2. Um, which one were we just going over? Solo leveling. Solo
Yeah.
leveling.
It's not out
So
yet, but it will be
once
a
it,
nice one.
yeah, it will be a great one. I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
hyped for obviously the One Piece live action.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad to see my Attack on Titan go.
Yeah,
Last season, but still content. We're gonna get some fire shit.
for sure.
And I think the last thing I do want to touch upon is the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad anime. That shit's gonna
Yeah.
be sick. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit's
man.
gonna be sick, bro. straight up. But yeah, I think this was a very um information heavy episode
Mhm.
of the news podcast, and I think everything we're getting good stuff. We're getting too much, bro. Like I never asked for like it's too much. It's just too much. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
complaining. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean the good thing about that is if we ever do go into a dry spell, we have so much shit that we can go back on and watch. So yeah, sometimes too much is not really a bad thing. But yeah, um, for this episode, that's gonna be it. We appreciate you guys for listening. I know it was hella jam packed with information, but again, we do appreciate it for all you guys' support, joining our Discord, listening to our pod and whatnot. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this episode, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Anime Plus. Peace.
Peace.